Imagine finding out that the man you married, the man you trusted with your heart, has been living a double life. This is my story, a tale of love, betrayal, and the painful journey of deciding whether to fight for my marriage or walk away. I'm a 37-year-old married woman, and my life changed forever because of one shocking discovery. Let me take you back to the beginning. 4 years ago, I married the man of my dreams. He was a student lecturer at the university, and it was love at first sight. I was pursuing my master's degree at the time, and we quickly fell in love. He had big dreams. He wanted to become a professor, and we agreed to wait until he completed his PhD before starting a family. I was 32 then, and I thought waiting a few more years was manageable. Our marriage was happy, but there was one constant challenge. Young girls constantly trying to seduce my husband. Still, he always kept them at bay, and I trusted him completely. When he started his PhD at a prestigious university in another state, things got tougher. He was traveling back and forth between teaching and classes, and I saw him less and less. But I tried to be understanding. This was his dream, after all. Just before he finished his PhD, he was offered a full-time lecturer position at the same university. We were overjoyed. Better pay, better prospects. It was everything we'd worked for. The plan was for us to move to Ibadan together, but I needed time to wrap things up in Iwo. So he moved first, staying with a fellow lecturer until we could find a place of our own. But then, the excuses started. Every time I said I was ready to move, he told me to wait. He didn't have enough money for an apartment yet. He was still figuring things out. I even offered to lend him money, but he refused. Weeks turned into months, and my husband stopped coming home on weekends. When he did visit, it was always rushed, just one day before he had to leave again. I felt neglected, confused, and increasingly suspicious. Finally, I decided to surprise him. I showed up in Ibadan unannounced. When I called to tell him I was there, he told me to go back home. He wasn't expecting me. I was stunned. Determined to get answers, I tracked him down. I went to his department, asked around, and eventually found his address. When I arrived at the duplex in Bodija, an upscale estate in Ibadan, a woman answered the door. She looked shocked when I asked for my husband. "The only Tundi I know is my partner," she said. And then, my husband appeared behind her. The look on his face said it all. He was living with her. They were in a relationship. I didn't say a word. I just turned and left, heartbroken and numb. When he came home to explain, he admitted everything. He'd been sleeping with her. She'd helped him get the job, and things had gone too far. He begged for forgiveness, claiming it was a mistake. Against my better judgment, I forgave him. But now I'm not so sure. He's back in Ibadan, and the calls have stopped. The texts are rare. I can't shake the feeling that he's still with her. This is my reality, a reality filled with doubt, pain, and unanswered questions. Did I make the right choice by forgiving him? Or am I just setting myself up for more heartbreak? If you've ever been betrayed by someone you love, you know how hard it is to trust again. Don't miss part 2 of this story. Hit that subscribe button and join me as I navigate this emotional roller coaster.